5:30 p.m. It's time for our city commission meeting. Could we have the roll call, please?
Smith.
Here.
Weinreis.
Here.
Bragg.
Here.
Harvey.
Here.
Mayor Robish.
Present. Join me for the Pledge of Allegiance, please.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. We'll move on to agenda approval. Does anyone have anything to add? I would like to add 9.1, work session. Yeah, 9.1 for a work session, please. Other than that, I would entertain a motion for,
We need to add one more.
oh,
10.1.2 contractual.
sorry,
For executive session.
correct. 10.2 is a contractual executive session.
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda with the 2 additions. Second.
Second. Roll call vote, please.
Smith.
Aye.
Weinreis.
Aye.
Bragg.
Aye.
Harvey.
Aye.
Mayor Robish.
Aye. Excuse me. Public forum. Public forum is limited to a maximum of 3 minutes per person. Please state your name and address for the record. Do we have anyone here for a public forum? Come on up.
Thank you, Mayor. Doug with Huron Community Campus Commissioners. I just wanted to come and remind everybody that we have a graduation celebration coming up to honor the graduate students that have gone through the cohort in teaching and learning with Northern State University and Huron Community Campus. And I apologize that it originally was scheduled for Thursday night. On the invitation that went out, we had to reschedule that with the events that are taking place out on the fairgrounds. My head scheduler didn't catch that one when we were scheduling that one. So we changed it to tomorrow night, and if you are available, it'd be wonderful for you to come. 5:30 is that, and we went through everything this morning. The graduate students are in town this whole week, and it'll be the last week they are together as a class. And so this will be kind of the end of their journey to receive their master's degree in teaching and learning. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. How many graduates do you have?
24.
24, that's
Yes.
great.
And we are, we'll start a new cohort this fall, and we are full with the waiting list for this fall,
Wow.
depending on how many Northern will let me get into the program. So we are full for this fall.
That's great. Thank you. Mr. Weinreis, you have something?
Yes. Thank you. Just a public announcement that the Community Improvement Committee will be hosting the Chamber Mixer tomorrow. That is June 11th at 5 p.m. That's going to be at the Voorhees Shelter, which is next to Splash Central. And then just wanted to let everybody know that we will be giving away 2 tickets to the Thomas Rhett concert at the Chamber Mixer tomorrow night.
Thank you. I would have a couple also myself. First of all, I'd like to thank the people that took part in the wheel jam this weekend. I want to thank the public for coming out. It was a great turnout. It was good weather. It was good food, good times for everybody. They have a lot of stuff going out there, and I want to take a moment to really put out there the State Fair, the people that work for the State Fair. They did a phenomenal job. I mean, they had the grounds ready. They had everything in place, and it takes a lot of people to make something like that go. There's a huge crowd out there. A lot of campers, a lot of trucks, a lot of cars, motorcycles, a lot of stuff for the kids, and they had those grounds looking nice, in good shape, and they had a lot of people. It takes, that's what we talk about when we talk about our community working together. It takes a lot of people to make that thing happen, and it went off very good. I really appreciate everybody that took part in making it go, and the public for coming out to support that. Thank you very much. One more item I would have, if you heard a story this last weekend about our drinking water, not a very good article, not a very good report. Was non-factual, was not very well prepared. And I just want to say that our drinking water is safe. There's nothing wrong with our drinking water. We do not get drinking water from Lake Byron, and we filter it. That doesn't happen. There's nothing wrong with our water. So it was non-factual. It was not very well represented. So just tell everybody our drinking water is safe. Have at it. Drink up. Anybody else for public forum? Okay, moving on. Consent agenda. Matters appearing on the consent agenda are expected to be non-controversial and will be acted upon by the city commission at one time without discussion, unless a member of the commission requests an opportunity to address any given item. Items removed from the consent agenda will be discussed at the beginning of the formal items. On our agenda tonight is 4.1 minutes of June 3, 2024. 4.2 fuel quotes for city departments. 4.3 parade request filed by Huron Triathlon for July 27th, 2024. Personnel items. Number 1, change the classification of Police Sergeant Brian Reff to regular status for completing his 45-day probationary period as required for his promotion. Number 2 is change the classification for Police Captain Zach Weber to regular status for completing his 45-day probationary period as required for his promotion. Number 3, hire David D. Johnson for solid waste maintenance 1 position. Number 4, accept the voluntary resignation of Micaiah Schweigert from the part-time year-round library clerk position and advertise to fill this position. Number 5, 2024 seasonal hiring recommendation for Splash Central. And 4.5, payment of the bills. Is there a motion to accept?
I would make a motion to accept the consent agenda.
Second?
Second by Commissioner Smith. Any questions, additions? Roll call vote, please.
Smith.
Aye.
Weinreich.
Aye.
Craig.
Aye.
Harvey.
Aye.
Mayor Robish.
Aye. Moving on to bid quote items. 5.1, consider amendment number 1, 3rd Street Bridge improvements for the Huron PCN 07T8 from Infrastructure Design Group Incorporated for an increase of $9,389.38. Assistant Engineer Dennis Bennett.
Thank you, Mayor, Commissioners. Basically what this is it's took too long for us to get through from start to finish here. So a lot of it's cost increase from when we started designing 21 to now. And also DOT wants us to update some surveys for this project. There are 2 phases of this project. One is for the decking and the other is for the erosion control around it and stuff, make it look better, sidewalks and stuff. So that's why we have 2 that look similar.
Okay.
Recommend approval and ask for the mayor to sign it.
Move to approve.
Commissioner Smith.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Harvey. Any questions on this first part? Roll call vote, please.
Smith.
Aye.
Weinreich.
Aye.
Craig.
Aye.
Harvey.
Aye.
Mayor Robish.
Aye. 5.2, consider amendment number 1, 3rd Street Bridge improvement for Huron PCN OBER from Infrastructure Design Group Incorporated for the increase of $10,521.68. Dennis Bennett.
And this is the same thing. This is because of FEMA and the time it took, and just asking for the mayor to sign and recommend approval.
Okay.
Motion to approve.
Commissioner Harvey,
Second.
Commissioner Bragg. Roll call, oh, go ahead. Commissioner Bragg.
Thanks, just in case we got any budget hawks out there, but maybe you mentioned this one is 80/20, right, so.
Yes, both of them are 80/20.
So it will be less of a hit to the city budget.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, any other questions? Roll call vote, please.
Smith.
Aye.
Weinreich.
Aye.
Craig.
Aye.
Harvey.
Aye.
Mayor Robish.
Aye. 5.3, consider awarding bid number 2024-15 salt storage shed to Century in the amount of $203,164.
Thank you, Mayor.
Yes, sir.
This is, for salt storage shed. Right now, we're storing our salt in a open-sided building out at fairgrounds. It's inconvenient to get to, and we're losing plenty of salt, sand to the wind. The building we were using at, solid waste collapsed several years ago, and this will go out at the new Public Works building. We had 4 bids, and we recommend approval to bid to Century for $203,164.
Okay, thank you.
Make a motion to approve 5.3.
Commissioner Weinreich,
Second.
second by Commissioner Harvey. Any questions? Yes, sir. Commissioner Smith.
Just a point of interest, we did receive insurance on the one that did collapse, so, Pauline, can you remind how much
It's a
that was?
little over $106,000. So,
So about half.
almost half.
Yep, okay. Thank you for that reminder, Commissioner Smith. Anybody else? Roll call vote, please.
Smith,
Aye.
Weinreich,
Aye.
Bragg,
Aye.
Harvey,
Aye.
Mayor Robish.
Aye. Gonna go on to ordinances and resolutions. Second reading ordinance number 2259-15-25 pertaining to names of streets and drives. Barry Cranston.
Thank you, Mayor. This again is just the second reading of the resolution, adding the 2 names to our ordinance for the new development areas. So
Okay.
there's just no changes since the last reading.
Okay,
Recommend approval.
thank you.
Just a quick note that 2 of them were cleanup ones from the past.
From their previous, there are 2 names on there that the traffic department found that were not included in the ordinance. That would have been those 2 streets up in the northeast side of town.
Okay,
Move to approve.
Commissioner Smith,
Second.
Commissioner Weinreich, second. Any questions? Roll call vote, please.
Smith,
Aye.
Weinreich,
Aye.
Bragg,
Aye.
Harvey,
Aye.
Mayor Robish.
Aye. 7.2, resolution number 2024-06, residential trunk line fee elimination. I'm gonna let Commissioner Smith explain this to us.
Thank you, Mayor. As, in conjunction with our work session last week, a resolution has been prepared it's a bit of a cleanup resolution concerning trunk line fees in spot areas throughout the community that, lots that have not been developed on in various areas throughout the city, and their trunk line fees that are quite old, or at least to be imposed if they are imposed. And as an effort to try to develop some of those lots, a request has been made and the resolution has been prepared to discontinue trunk line fees on those lots, as well as I guess that was it, wasn't it? Yeah,
Just on the residential.
just on residential, yes. So, the motions, or the resolution's been prepared, I would move to approve the resolution.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Bragg. Any discussion from anyone? Roll call vote.
Just note that I'm going to recuse myself from this vote, as I may or may not have, my office or myself have a direct relationship to some of these lots.
Okay, thank you for that. Roll call vote, please.
Smith,
Aye.
Weinreich,
Aye.
Bragg,
Aye.
Harvey,
Recusing myself,
Mayor Robish. Yep.
abstaining.
No, I got it.
Aye. we're gonna move on to departmental items. Consider authorizing the police department to apply for USDA equipment grant to purchase 10 tasers, 7 energy weapons, and authorize police chief or Captain Bechtold to sign. We have with us tonight Chief, the police chief with us here, Derek Laird.
All right, thank you, Mayor and Commissioners. So what we're requesting to do is submit an application through the USDA for a grant to purchase 10 new tasers to replace the outdated tasers we currently have. The total price, estimated price of that's $50,000, so the grant is at $35,65. So if successful in the grant application, USDA would provide roughly $17,500 would be the max, and then we would be responsible for covering the remaining cost of $32,500.
Any, I guess we need a motion.
I'll make a motion